Welcome to the Impulse Control module. In this module, we will be reviewing what impulse control is as it relates to dogs, as well as how to encourage calmness. By better understanding the importance of impulse control and learning how to help our dogs achieve it, we can reduce human stress and also more harmoniously coexist with the dogs in our homes. Impulse control is the ability to resist the urge to carry out a specific behavior, or in other words, self-control in the setting of triggers. Just as people require the skills to learn how to control their actions and behaviors in specific situations, dogs similarly benefit from practicing this skill set. For example, a dog who has poor impulse control might jump up on people when visitors arrive. When a dog has practiced good impulse control, he or she may sit or lie down in place when people visit. Just from these basic examples, it might seem pretty obvious why impulse control is important. Dogs who have developed good impulse control often don't display undesirable behaviors because they have learned that other positive behaviors are more likely to be rewarded. Oftentimes, the behaviors that we consider to be bad, such as jumping up or rushing the door to greet visitors, can be curbed when a dog learns that there are other more desirable options. While it may take some time, with patience and consistent reinforcement, a dog who has good impulse control will be able to independently make good choices even when temptation arises. Instilling a more consistent, calm mindset for your dog throughout their daily lives will also hopefully result in a more stress-free environment for you as well. If your dog is calm and making good choices, you don't need to continuously worry about visitors ringing the doorbell, your dog rushing the food bowl every time they have a meal, or having your arm pulled every time you prepare your dog for a walk. A dog with good impulse control is a good canine citizen. Now that we've discussed what impulse control is and why impulse control benefits both people and the dog, let's review how to actually introduce, encourage, and maintain it. While there are many ways to practice impulse control with your dog, we will review just a few in this module. It is important to note that when you're teaching a dog to have good impulse control, you want to teach them the appropriate behavior rather than punishing unwanted behaviors. We will review the following scenarios: waiting for meals, waiting for a toy or treat, waiting to come out of the crate or a doorway, and waiting for attention. It's pretty common for dogs to eat every meal like it's their last, so teaching them to sit or lie down and wait for a meal is a great place to start. Start by asking your dog to sit. Before you bring their food bowl lower to the ground, tell them to wait. If they try to get to the food, simply raise the bowl back up and repeat. Once your dog gets the hang of the wait command, you will place the food bowl back on the ground, and when you're ready for them to eat, use the release word OK. While the slow feeder bowl may also slow down their eating habits, teaching your dog to rest calmly before eating will help take some of the excitement out of mealtime. You can also have your dog work for their meals by stuffing a Kong with their food or even practicing some training and using their food as treats. This is a very similar exercise as teaching a dog to wait for their food and can be done with treats or toys. Teaching a dog to wait for a treat or toy may save your fingers from an accidental chomp. While dogs may not mean it, if they go to snatch a toy or treat away quickly, they may accidentally hurt your fingers or hands. For those of us who crate our dogs, it's very common to experience your dog trying to rush out as soon as their door is opened. Or maybe you're about to go for a walk, and by the time you've opened your front door, the dog has gotten a few feet ahead already. Prior to opening a door, have your dog settle and ask for a sit or a down. Next, come up with a command to ask the dog to wait. Begin by slowly opening the door, and if the dog stands up, ask them again for a sit or a down. Repeat this process until they understand that they are supposed to wait when the door opens. When your dog waits, instead of rushing through the door, give them their release command to indicate that they can stand up and walk through the door. When visitors come over, many dogs will run towards the door, jump up, and bark. A great way to work on this behavior is to either teach your dog to sit before they're given attention or to go to their place before new people enter the home. Place is simply a command that indicates to your dog that they should go to a pre-identified spot in the house and not leave until they're instructed to do so. An example of this would be their bed. While visitors are exciting, barking is often not ideal for those with neighbors, and jumping up could accidentally hurt someone, even if it is completely unintentional. Finally, here are some key tips and tricks to guide you as you work with your dog. Remember that while some behaviors may seem cute or endearing, over-arousal may result in more frequent periods of escalated behavior. Reward and repeat. Be sure that you're rewarding your dog for behaviors that you like, but don't punish those that you don't enjoy. The more you praise the positive behaviors, the more likely the dog is to continue displaying them. Keep treats on hand. Training and consistency are key, so it is important to also be able to quickly reward your dog no matter where you may be in the home. Take breaks from training. Training can be mentally exhausting for dogs and people, so take frequent breaks as needed so that you don't overdo it. While calmness is important, playtime is too. Dogs can be taught calm behavior. While some dogs are more excitable than others, remember that impulse control is something that dogs can learn with you as their guide and their partner. Relaxation should be rewarded. Reward your dog for any calm behaviors that you observe, including when they sit, lie down, or rest on their place. We often accidentally give more attention when a dog is acting up, and rewarding calmness can encourage good behaviors. While some dogs may pick up on training quickly, others may require additional time. But don't give up. Learning good impulse control is an important skill for your dog to learn as they experience new things every day.